That morning, the dead did not rise. There were no graves broken open. No spirits walking the earth. No signs of chaos. Yet before the sun fully appeared, the village of Umokoro heard voices that should not exist. And each voice spoke only to the one who wronged them. Umokoro woke up as it always did. Women swept their compounds. Men prepared for the farms. Children chased one another through narrow paths. Nothing looked strange. But something was wrong. The air felt heavy, as though the land itself was listening. By the stream, an old woman bent down to fetch water. Just as her clay pot touched the surface, a whisper came from behind her. "You lied, and I carried that lie to my grave." She froze. The voice was weak, familiar, and slow. Her husband's voice. The same man she buried 10 years earlier. Her pot slipped from her hand and broke. The stream went silent. Before anyone could understand what was happening, voices began to rise across the village. From the wind. From the walls of mud houses. From trees that had stood for generations. A man staggered backward, clutching his head. Another dropped to his knees, shaking. No voice spoke twice. No voice accused the innocent. Each message was personal. Each message was true. The dead were not shouting. They were remembering. In the village square, an elder collapsed. Tears ran down his face as he cried out, "I poisoned my brother, so the land would be mine." Gasps spread through the crowd. Moments later, a woman screamed and fell to the ground. "I sold my child's inheritance. I needed comfort." No one pointed fingers. No one asked questions. The dead were already answering them. The village priest emerged slowly from his shrine. He stood still, listening. Then he spoke, his voice trembling. "These are not curses." He looked at the people. "These are voices denied justice." The priest warned them. The ancestors are not angry because of blood. They are angry because of silence. Just as the voices began to fade, a softer sound filled the square. A child's voice. Small. Weak. Broken. "Father, why did you let me die hungry?" The voice echoed only once. A wealthy man dropped to the ground. The same man the village praised for generosity. The same man whose gates were always open. The dead had removed his mask. As the sun began to set, all the voices returned, not loudly, but together. "Remember us. Speak the truth. Or we will never be silent." Then, everything stopped. The wind rested. The trees stood still. Umokoro returned to silence. But it was not the same silence as before. Some villagers fled in shame. Some returned stolen lands. Some confessed before nightfall. And some never slept peacefully again. Till today, the elders of Umokoro say, "When the wind calls your name, do not answer quickly. First, search your past. Because the dead do not always rise. Sometimes, they speak." Subscribe for more.